I hope first time using my lapel, and I hope everybody hear me clearly. Yeah. Yeah. Hello. Hello, 1 2. Hello. Hello, 1 2. Okay. So today I want us to discuss about another topic that has been worrisome when it comes to Ghana. This is a topic which is dear to my heart, and I want us to discuss about this particular topic. And it's very interesting. You know, few months ago, I did a content about how Ghana has given its minerals for free since 90s. Ghana gold and their diamond, which has been mining, is being given for free. I think the leaders has taken the money for a very long time, and at the moment, Ghana Anglo Gold is mining Ghana gold, and they are not making any money out of it. And this has been a worrisome, and just this week, Ghana has signed another deal with Atlantic Lithium. Ghana has signed another deal with Atlantic Lithium, which that particular deal, Atlantic Lithium, which is from Australia, is going to mine lithium in Ghana. And this is the first time Ghana is going to mine lithium in Ghana. And can you imagine how many percentage Ghana is taking? Ghana is taking 13% out of all this deal. Ghana is taking 13% out of all this deal, and it's kind of sad. Or maybe I don't really know how this mining systems work, because we have been talking, and we even want Africa, the progress of Africa, to be the main issue on board. But at the moment, it seems our leaders are taking some position which is not benefiting the continent. How can you allow your mining, which is, your mining, be taking advantage of it? So Ghana is taking 13% out of 100% of the lithium Atlantic Lithium is going to take. So I want us to go through this article which I came across. They said Ghana government has agreed 13 carried interest with Atlantic Lithium. Government has inked a deal with Barani DV Ghana Limited, a subsidiary of Atlantic Lithium Limited, which includes a royalty rate of 10% and a free carried interest of 13%. The agreement awards Barani DV the inaugural mining lease of lithium extraction at Ewoya in the Infantiman municipal of the Central Region. The lease covers a 15 years period and incorporation a new enhanced terms intend to ensure that the countries benefit optimally from the mineral. So this means Ghana is going to take 13% out of 100% of this lithium which is going to be mining in Ghana. So recently we heard the Burkina Faso leader was where he went to renegotiate of the uranium some Western countries are taking from them, and he went to renegotiate for them to make 30% out of their resources which is being taken away. And here we are, Ghana coming to mine a whole lithium and giving to this Australian company. Ghana is only taking 13%. So sometimes some of the questions I normally ask myself, is it that the country can't set up companies that can mine these resources? Ghana has been mining resources for a very long time. Ghana has been mining resources for a very long time. So we want to say Ghana can't put up companies, which is government companies, which can decide to mine its own resources in the country. That is what we are trying to say, that we can't mine our own resources in this country, which always we have to go for foreign companies or Western countries to come and mine our resources for us, which we end up getting small percentage out of all these resources we are gaining. And that is what is going to happen. You can go on Google and search for the mining of the deal between Ghana government and Atlantic Lithium, which Ghana is just taking 13% out of all this deal, out of all these resources. Some were saying that normally they go through this deal because most of the times the company stand to lose if anything go wrong. But if we are going to use that as an excuse to give all our resources away to Western countries, what is going to be there for our new generations who are coming? We will end up giving up all our resources to all these companies or to all these people who comes, and most of the times they don't even mean well for the continent, because there are some towns in Ghana here where they have been mining gold, they have been mining diamond, they have been mining bauxite. You go to these towns and these towns are just there. There are bad roads. The way the water system in these towns, these small towns, are very poor. The water systems are very poor. They don't have any resources to support themselves. And these towns, like, go to Obuasi, where they have been mining gold for a very long time, is still poor as it stands. Go to South Africa, Cape Town. That is where they mine gold. And you go there and you can see what they have used that resources to build this city like Cape Town. But you come to Ghana and you go to Obuasi, where they have been mining gold. Even I think they started mining gold when I wasn't born when they started mining gold in Obuasi. But at the end of the day, you go there and you realize there is no development going on there. There is not a single development going on there. So when I came across this article, I was worried, because many African countries have started realizing their mistakes, and they have started recalibrating themselves. Like most of the time, these French-speaking countries like Burkina Faso, like Niger, like Gabon, they have realized the mistakes they have done, and they are recalibrating themselves, or they have started liberating themselves from all these mistakes they did. And here we are, Ghana, giving resources to Western countries, and at the end of the day, we gain nothing out of these resources. How are we going to give lithium mining to a company, or how are we going to give all this mining access, this mining companies access to our resources, and we are only going to take 13%? They are going to destroy your lands. They are going to benefit with the materials, and you go ahead and be just getting 13% out of all these resources, and you are giving this to them for 15 years. And do you think at the end of the 15 years, the resources will be there for you to mine? It's not going to be possible. It's about time our leaders have mercy on the citizens. Most of the times, these deals are accepted hurriedly. It is accepted hurriedly because they don't want other government, because like Ghana next year they are going into politics, they are going to election, and at the end of the day, the government in power don't want the other party to come and be giving that deal out. So they hurriedly accept these deals so that they can make money. Most of the times, even with the government getting 13%, you realize individuals, which is the Africans, the ministers, the government officials involved in these particular deals will be making more percentage than the country itself. They are going to make more, they are going to gain more percentage than the country itself. So that is why most of the times when we talk of the democratic system which we have here hasn't benefited the ordinary African. When we say that, we are not lying, because you can't tell me we are going to give a whole mining of lithium to an Australian company, which is Atlantic Lithium. We are going to give this mining company all our mining, what do you call it, authority, and we are only going to gain 13% out of it. That is a very bad negotiation, which I think Africa, it's about time we start putting up our own companies. It's about time we start putting our own companies for them to take access of mining in our countries. The government spent a whole lot of money to do things that are like going to build a cathedral, a national cathedral for 400 million US dollars. Can't that money set up a company? Can't that money set up a company that take in charge of all these mining companies? We are just always wandering around, because at the end of the day, we give our resources for free, and we don't recognize the harm we are causing to this country, the harm we are causing to this continent. It's about time Africans, we start thinking, we start rising up and start thinking wide, because all we have, and we have to protect it. All these resources is what can give us a proper way of negotiating with other countries. But if we are always going to give our resources for cheap, it means it's not going to help anybody. If we are going to give our resources for free, it's not going to help anybody. We are not in future, we are not going to even have the resources. And how are we going to go to the world market to negotiate? Because now you go to every side of Ghana and you will see Chinese mining gold, Chinese mining bauxite, Chinese mining this, and at the end of the day, we gain nothing out of it. It has ended up destroying our rivers. Recently, there is a mining called Galamsey. This Galamsey has been taken over by the Chinese people. And when they come to this country, they come to our country, they come and mine these resources, and they end up destroying our river bodies. They have been destroying all our river bodies, and if you see how our rivers look like, you are going to cry. So this is what we want for our continent. Leaders, it's about time we sit up. Africa, now Africa is getting liberated. We are rising up. So we shouldn't sit down for anyone to take advantage of us, because at the end of the day, they have taken advantage of us for very far too long. Over 400 years, they have been taking advantage of us. So don't let disappoint our new generation, because at the end of the day, if we disappoint them, they are going to be also disappointing us. This is the time we have to start. We have to cut up the talking and start taking actions. We can't be giving our resources. I also watched a video of Nigerian president talking about giving building pipes so that he can supply Europeans oil, building pipes to supply Europeans oil. Economically, it makes sense. But have you asked yourself, how to supply other Africans oil? Most Africans buy their oil from foreign countries. So whilst Nigerians have oil, Angola have oil, to connect to each other countries to supply our oil, to partner ourselves or collaborate ourselves in terms of trade, right? From Nigeria to Spain or Nigeria to Portugal, and go and supply them oil, why Africans still demand oil from outside. That is where the problems comes in. Africa, we have to start collaborating with each other. Ghana have oil, Ghana have gold, Ghana have bauxite, Ghana have cocoa, Ghana have a whole lot of raw materials or resources that can be used to help other African countries or be used to partner other African countries. Let's say if Ghana don't have the money to build refinery companies, other countries can issue these resources for them to build the resources, to build these companies, for them to be doing the refinery. And at the end of the day, the money will circulate around Africa. We don't have to give all our resources outside to the Western countries. That is not something that is good. We don't have to do that, because at the end of the day, it makes us look cheap. Because you can't give your whole lithium to be mining and you just get 13% out of all this lithium they are going to mine. Let Nigeria connect pipe to a gas line to other African countries so that they can supply them gas, and at the end of the day, it's business. Let's trade among ourselves. Let's link ourselves together, because it is very difficult to travel from Ghana to Africa. You go through hell to travel from Ghana by road to Togo. You go through hell to travel by road from Ghana to Nigeria. If you travel from here to Europe, it's more easier to go than traveling from Ghana to Nigeria. And that is where the problem comes in. We have to start building railways which can connect us easily. We have to start building access roads which can connect us easily, so that we can trade among ourselves. We can't keep on doing all these things, and at the end of the day, we come and sit here and be blaming the Western countries. We have blamed them enough. Now we have our own common sense. We have to sit back and start working among ourselves. I hope all these things I have put up, it gets to somebody for them to listen, because at the end of the day, we need to sit up. We need to rise up. Enough of the talking. We have been talking too much and it's getting boring. We have to start taking action, because it is not always about talking. We have to start taking action. We have union who are toothless, they can't do anything, they can't take. So we need leaders. We need bold leaders. We need leaders like the Burkina Faso leader who is trying to push his country to make sure they get nuclear weapon, they get nuclear whatever from Russia. We have to start pushing African countries to do better. We can't be giving all our raw materials, all our resources for free. I've said enough. I've said enough. And I wish somebody will get this video, to get to watch this video, and he will listen to this, my small sense. Please, as I told you, I am also trying to go into livestock farming, and I was there last week. And I think I showed my viewers the land I have acquired, and I'm still asking. I want anybody who wants to support me to also support me with something small so that I can start my livestock farming. So I have left all my bank details in my description. If you are in US, you can also donate through ZELLE, which the number is also available. I want you to back this adventurous decision I have taken. And if I also come live, those who are watching me and want to also contribute something small, because at the end of the day, the time has somehow is not going well with sometimes the digital platforms we are. So they don't recommend our videos. So I wish if you come and watch, you can also share with your friends, or also share on your social media platforms so other people can also watch and listen to my small input I'm trying to put on this program. If you are also here and you also want to help by donating something, there is something on, when you are on live, there is something called super thanks and super chats. You can also donate something through, that is the YouTube system. You can donate something through the super chat or the super thanks, which I'll receive it. Just that they are going to deduct some, but it's enough. They are going to deduct some, but it's enough. So I appreciate anybody who has been watching me for I think I started doing live since last week, and I have been doing it, and I appreciate all those who take time to come and watch. I do appreciate all of you. At the end of the day, you have been helping me build this platform. I'm heading to 50,000 subscribers, and without you, I shouldn't have achieved this. With this new live I am doing, I hope it gets bigger so that many people can watch my content and listen to what my small opinion concerning Africa. We are trying to liberate Africans. We are trying to enlighten. We are trying to make sure our mouth get to people so that they can also hear what we want to say. Thanks everybody who has been watching. I do appreciate you. And tomorrow, 7 p.m., I'll be here. I do appreciate anybody who joined me. Thanks for watching. And those who also haven't subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification button so that anytime I upload any great content, you'll be notified. Thanks for watching.